Yo, what is up boys, my name is Mike. I'm a 6K PR player and I've qualified for Division 1. And today I want to teach you a tactic from chess that you can apply to Fortnite competitive. It's something I've been trying to tell you guys for a very long time and it's helped me a lot when trying to qualify for Division 1. It's kind of a different way of thinking about the game, and if you understand this, you're gonna make a lot more progress. Now, you really don't need to understand chess to apply this tactic, but I'm gonna show you one of my games. This is a game when I reached 1800 in ELO. Just like in Fortnite, we have an early game, and my early game strat is something called the birds opening. That's basically like landing in wonky land or landing in tunnels. That's the early game. So it's a bit of an early game strat. And now I have a pretty decent position to go into the mid game. If you make a couple mistakes in the early game and you don't develop, if you don't get loot, then all of a sudden your mid game can be scuffed, and yeah, that's already a mistake. Now, basically the only thing I want to teach you is this specific moment, when this player goes from a6 to a5. This is what we call an inaccuracy. It's not a big blunder, it's not a major mistake, but it's like some small mistake that worsens his position by a little bit, you know? And what happens a lot in Fortnite is that players, they make very small mistakes like these. These mistakes, they add up and eventually they lead to a worse position. It's not always like, yeah, you get awareness checked in the back and then all of a sudden you're dead, you know? Like, usually the way you die in Fortnite is just all of these small mistakes compounding. So because he made that move right there, it allowed me to gain some momentum. I'm starting to attack his king. You don't need to understand chess, but the more mistakes he makes, like I'm opening up the position here. He goes with his knight to the back rank there. And now you see the evaluation saying I'm up 7.5 points, which is like a whole queen basically. And I get the mate right there. Now, the reason I wanted to share that is not just to flex my chess skills, but it's actually because I definitely believe, and I've told you guys many times before, that winning in this game can be reverse engineered. Like, you shouldn't only think about the tactics that will help you win, you should mostly think about the mistakes that get you killed. And you just don't do that. So you don't do a bad rotate. You don't rotate as one of the last players to go. You don't go for a refresh when zone is about to move, you know? All of these small mistakes, those are what gets you killed. And if you want to win more games, you don't do more better things. You just stop making smaller mistakes. And I've been playing pretty well in chess recently, and it's because I just don't make any mistakes. I'm just logged in. I've recently hit 1900 in chess. But yeah, if you can avoid all of these small mistakes and big mistakes as well, that's what's gonna help you qualify to the next division, all the way to Division 1. If you're not qualifying for the next division, it means you're just making mistakes more consistently than I am. And that is the exact reason why I make these videos and make these VOD reviews, specifically focusing on all the mistakes that you guys are making. So soon I'll be doing a VOD review once again. And what you should be doing is just write down all of the mistakes that these players are making. And all you have to do is just think about these mistakes. Okay, he rotated too late there. Maybe I shouldn't rotate late as well. And then you just avoid all of those mistakes in your own games, and that's what's gonna help you win. So, without further ado, let's get straight into another VOD review, boys. Let's see what the IGL is doing at this point. This is the IGL, right? Why is he sitting here? Should be scouting the rotate. Go up. Because now they're not ready for a zone pull, they definitely could be ready for it. Like, anywhere here, they can just insta shockwave, and they're just not ready. Focusing on a kill they don't need. This is definitely bad. Zone pulled far, they could have been, like, in 2 seconds, 1-2. Instead of being right now, at this point, ready to edit the wall, they could have already been here, let's say. Because they shockwaved insta. They're not doing that, and it's just like allowing all of these teams to all of a sudden look towards where zone is. And now when you shockwave, it's just like slightly worse because everyone is like, oh, zone is this way. And now you're moving in that exact way, you know? Yeah, then you're gonna get targeted. Yeah, so they did it at the wrong timing and it got them fucked. They're like, is this actually what gets you killed? Yeah. Small inaccuracies, you know? Like, if they had been scouting the rotate earlier, if they had been scouting instead of sitting below there, scout the rotate, don't look for that single kill that you don't need. Instantly rotate, or, you know, find a different rotate. Because they just like did a somewhat stupid rotate. Because they literally could have gone through full dead side and just ended up here. Going straight like this, it's already like a bit of a mistake. If they scouted more, they might have realized. And then also went on a better timing than this. And yeah, it's a GG. Yo boys, real quick, if you're enjoying the video, then make sure to like, subscribe, and comment W VODs. I will be picking one player from the comments below, and I will do a free VOD review, and you can be in my next video. So make sure to comment W VODs. Okay, so when I look at a game, I'm like, okay, are they stacked at this position? Yes, they are. So they could be winning this game, or at least get like a top 2 or something, you know? If they're not gonna get a top 2, it means they made mistakes, and that's what you need to avoid. So they use these cubes or whatever. I haven't seen this item yet. Like, I've been taking a break, as you guys know. This is actually a fine play to go center here. It's actually really good. Yeah, perfect. So on this rotate, for example, they made 0 mistakes. And so they're absolutely chilling. Now, one mistake you could be making at this point is, first of all, not scouting the rotate. Because, you know, like the IGL could be scouting the rotate for the longest time now. The Fragger maybe doesn't have to. But the IGL should have a plan for either direction, and it seems like he's kind of preparing for a worst case scenario. Now, another small mistake they already made, like this is already one of the inaccuracies that I'm thinking about, is like they're not ready for a zone pull. Like if zone were to pull like this, they should have had a wall ready to edit and then throw a shockwave. And then just shockwave instantly to frontside. Like let's say you wait for like 5 seconds, a team shockwaves towards here, and now your rotate is much less free than if you just go right now, because there's just nobody around. That's exactly what happens, so zone pulls to a direction where nobody's at, and so they should be rotating insta. They're not ready for it, and now they're just like 5 seconds too late, you know? Yeah, so here basically same thing, like they don't need to look for any kills or something, so all they should be scouting for is rotate basically, and they should also be ready for a max pull towards this dead side right here. If it pulls back to congested side, there's a very big chance they don't want to go early, because that would be another mistake. If they go early towards this side right here, everyone is just going to be boxed up, and if you just like land somewhere here, you could just get lobbied because you're one of the only teams that is rotating at that time. Yeah, it pulls here once again, so they should have been ready. Now, they're doing it 5 seconds too late, but it's not the end of the world, you know? Consistent pattern I'm seeing here. Yeah, this is absolutely fine. So they've been playing like with maybe 90% accuracy right here, you know? Like, they've been playing pretty well. Yeah, so this guy is dying with 800 mats. It's just like completely unnecessary. It's probably just because they're not going frontside, prioritizing other things, like getting kills. Like here, I don't understand how they split up, you know? Like, they kill him. Like, this guy should not go for the mats, first of all. Like, you have 85, 80 builds. You should not go for it, especially as an IGL. Now the Fragger is just running into, you know, whatever, you know? Like, he does not know where to go. He's pressuring a bit too much as well. Like, don't know why we're fighting that much. And he might have been underbuilding at this point, so that may be a mistake. Like, he knows there's so many kids nearby. He could have just placed some walls there preemptively. He doesn't. No awareness. Now does he drop mats? Can't even get those. Well, that's already like a bunch of smaller mistakes and maybe some bigger mistakes as well. We'll move on to the next game. Yeah, they have 640 gold. They can buy some big pots at least. Potentially a chug chug if this guy has more gold. Like, we're just running around. Like, this is what Over Halo has been telling me, and Chris as well. Like, you shouldn't just be running around too much. Like, the more you just stay in boxes and chill and do nothing, the better. They're running around a lot. And all of that allows for teams to beam them or do something. Like, if you're just sitting in a bush somewhere, because they were somewhere here, if they just rotated here and chilled, that would have been preferred. I think, you know, since they needed heals, they should have gone to like one of the vendings, of course. Now they're going here, I get that. But they were not going in like a straight line or something. I guess they needed movement as well. Now they're also staying at this vending for way too long. They're not even in zone. They got their stuff, just get out. Because this team obviously wants to get the vending as well, you know? Yeah, just rotate, center, chill, do nothing. Oh, fuck. That is crazy. So this is like one of the few exceptions where it's not just like a small mistake maybe, it's one of the bigger mistakes. Like, I don't think there's much they could have done about this. Yeah, they just jump on their head. That's a little unfortunate, not gonna lie. It's a pretty good play by them. I don't know if this is something you can learn too much from. You know, this is one of those things, like, you don't have to avoid every single mistake, every single game. Like, yeah, when we run into that box right there, we're gonna box it up first. I guess maybe, but, you know, like, it's not the end of the world. On the other hand, I did say, like, if they were just sitting in a bush or sitting in a box somewhere in center, then that would not have happened. None of that randomness could happen if you're just sitting in a box chilling, you know, or sitting in a bush. So That's why it's still like a bit of an inaccuracy, as I've said before. I guess they're playing whites and Storm. Maybe that's why they carried 6 medkits in the other game as well. Definitely don't need 6 medkits to Storm play, by the way. You can just carry 3. Now they go to this vending, and you know, the Battlewood vending, you should probably understand that there's gonna be more kits there. Like, this is one of the hot spots of the whole map, you know? Everyone goes for this vending. So it's already sometimes not worth to go for the vending, because maybe all of the Chucks or maybe even the Shockwaves have been bought out. Better to go for another one. Yeah, so now there's like 2 teams fighting here. It's like, what is happening? Now they have time to just get the vending. By the way, they're using wood in all of these boxes, which is so stupid. Like, if you're gonna sit on vending, just build hard mats. You have 500 metal. Like, there's no better usage of that metal than right now. I guess they buy all of the cubes. Does this guy have bigs? Yeah, okay, they still carry like double medkit. You should just have one guy carrying medkits. Small inaccuracy. Now, they should be farming on their way to zone and be cap mats at this point, basically. He is, but he just got beamed, I guess. So what I'm thinking is, like, yeah, they already made a mistake. Like, they came from Battlewood. They both carried medkits, so they have like 2 stacks of medkits. They have 3 spare medkits. They definitely could have used those medkits to get into this zone right here. That's what they should have done. Like, they should have just waited for half zone to reveal itself, stay in 4th zone in Storm, and then just go here. So you have more time to farm, less players nearby, and less of an opportunity for teams to beam you. Not sure how he gets beamed. The bush. Yeah. Guess there was a team in the bush. But if they were just sitting right here or something, you know, like, they would have been chilling. You can find even more medkits or something in Storm. They definitely could have out-healed that, because it's only a 2-tick at this point. Now, some small inaccuracies made. They fought for a vending machine. That is not that great. Like, there's so many better vending machines than Battlewood. And then they also didn't farm and made some small mistakes. And now they have like 2,000 mats. 2,000 mats is pretty okay. But, you know, like, you could have had 3,000, because 3,000 is max for a duo, you know? Already missing out on 1/3 of the mats. Now, I thought they had the cubes so they could move. Oh, wait, you use the cubes whenever you want. Okay, I understand now. I don't know why they're using it like 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that's the correct play to do it. Yeah, fine. Could have boxed up metal here, but it's fine. So on this rotate, they actually didn't make a mistake, but they are in need of a refresh a bit earlier than usual. Yeah, for example here, if I were this team right here, like, I see a knock, I see everything, I see people dying and that kind of stuff. I would literally tarp out like 2 metal boxes here, and then just chill here and do nothing. Because, like, these teams, they're all not that close to it. Like, if you're like building a couple metal boxes here, you don't even need to spray them, because they're gonna die anyways. They're already dying, you know. If you just build some metal space, then eventually it gets healed up to like full HP. And then you can just like use like a bit of a final tarp to quickly get the mats, and then you're chilling, you know? Like, this team died. If you had like some boxes here already, and it's already starting to build, I think you could get this, you know? Like, now you just allow another team to get it. It's kind of unfortunate. That's something you could have gotten, you know? Like, you kind of needed it, so you of course don't want to overexpand. That could be another inaccuracy if you just full tarp to that or jump on it. You could get lobby focus, so you have to do it in a careful way, you know? Now, who's the fragger once again? It's this guy, right? Astral Kvibek. He should be looking for a refresh opportunity, and he sees something, you know? Like, he's like, oh yeah, I see a guy right here. It might be a solo. You don't know if there's a duo yet. Yeah, maybe get a pre-edit or do something, you know? Pressure that wall. He aims down sights on it. But we're not being aggressive. Like, you have a full metal box. Like, this is the safest time to do it. Go for an awareness check. Okay, scouting some more. Way too hesitant. Way too hesitant. Like, he's the whole time looking at it. Like, he has 60 builds. Like, does he not understand? Like, he could just get a refresh right here. If he goes for a pre-edit, there's almost 0 risk. Like, you're not going to get pre-edited in your back when you have like a full metal box like this. If you just open this, wall to the side, cone like this, double pickaxe on the wall, this team might not have awareness. You know, like, they're kind of focused on some other direction right now. And then, yeah, you can easily get a refresh, you know. And let's see how much mats these guys have. 87 and 66. Yeah, and then you're basically cap mats if you got that refresh. So that's something for you to consider to be a bit more aggressive for that. Like they're looking for stuff, but they're being very passive. So there's already been like a couple refresh opportunities that they're just missing. And now we're making one of the mistakes, which is looking for a refresh on the wrong timing. Like we're supposed to go right now, we're supposed to go to zone. Like this will be a good refresh, and in this division, you might not get punished for it if you go for this. But like in other divisions, like you might just go for this and then you just die getting your way in. Like you have to play Storm fully basically right now. You still have one medkit each, you know? Like you could just play Storm, both of you, and then just go from here, you know? Go here, go out like this, play medkit for a little bit, you know? Shockwave like this, or even had Cube, I think. Maybe that could have helped. And then use one medkit when you're in or something. Something like that. There's also Chug Chugs. Preferably you don't look for a refresh on the wrong timing though. Now they have all the mats in the world. They definitely shouldn't be losing this. Now you just gotta play Tarping Simulator once again. This guy, yeah, indeed, he's boxing up in wood way too much. So he's breaking the wall, that's good. Once again being a bit passive. I mean, right now it's fine to be passive, you know? They have great builds. Literally, if they just like tarp the whole endgame now, they get top 3 here. Just go frontside. They're staying back. You see, like, they're backside for no reason now. Like, oh, we're messing up. Yeah, so we're using this too much. I swear we're double jumping, like, way too much with that. Yeah, that's why you died. All of the movement items have one way of getting you killed. It's a very unfortunate death. And I guess I'll move to the next game. They have pretty okay awareness, it seems. Ooh, that could have been a kill. Oh, yeah, awareness check. I knew that was gonna happen after I said they had good awareness. Oh my, he gets the kill. Okay, if you're in this situation, what do you do? Like, this is like a standard play that you need to make. If you're in this exact situation, what the fuck do? You know what you do? You run back. You edit your wall. I thought it was edited already. You run back to your tarp and you start healing. And you let your teammate get the body. That's all you need to do. If you go for the body yourself and you die, you're an idiot. Yeah, I don't understand that. This is good. Yeah, it's actually kind of what they're doing. You know, like this guy's healing back in the tarp and this guy's pressuring for the body. That's perfect. Exactly what I wanted them to do. Okay. Yeah, okay. So that's the crazy thing. Like, he's still dying. Like, you should just go in your tarp and not die. Like, that's your only job. You have one job, you know? This guy is fighting for the body. Just don't die. You know, like, oh my, that's kind of crazy. This guy was doing the correct play. This guy almost did the correct play, but it still died to it. Kind of crazy. Now he didn't drop mats. Like, drop mats instantly. You have 77 builds. You don't know that your teammate has this much. And if you can't get the res off, oh no. Okay, so he's gonna get the res off, right? But he's gonna die again. Okay, shot is shotgun. Now he's 20 HP. Okay, he's dead. Yeah, well, fuck. And now he has like, yeah, the 77 builds. Like, he could have just given that to his teammate. If you're gonna die or likely to die as a body, just drop your mats to your other guy, to your teammate. Like, he could have been solo clutching way more. You could definitely get a top 3 if he has like 77 extra builds. That's like basically cap mats, you know? It's a GG. Yo boys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep grinding and I'll catch you in the next one, boys. Peace.